and I just get so excited when Jimmy comes on. I know my mum sets the recorder. She loves it. And he's not letting us... He's really not letting us down today. James, is it true, that you've basically set up your own studio? Now that you become that big time, you've got a full light setup, you've got makeup artists and everything.
Turn your camera around, please, Jimmy. Be honest with the viewer.
I'm not doing that. Hi, boys. Great to see you. But, hey, let's be very clear here. If you keep calling me, we're going to do things properly, eh? And happy grand final week to everyone there.
As an accountant, transparency is very important. You need to swing that camera around, mate.
No,
there's lighting going on.
No, I'll give you the tip. Look at that, because the rest of my office is a pigsty, so I'm not doing that.
We're going better than the kangaroos are anyway at the moment.
Absolutely, mate. And that instant tax write-off, Jimmy, just working a treat for you and making sure you're building your own TV studio as well. So plenty of tax cuts. Right. And I know you've got a big question to kick it off.
Oh, it's been 3 months nearly since we last spoke, Jimmy. What have been some of the major announcements and changes?
Well, we've got the federal budget came in on the first week of October, and this was a big one. You've been seeing on the news a lot of work around stimulus and a lot of work around encouraging jobs and money spending in the economy, because that's essentially what we need. If you remember from our previous episodes, we talked about that there's enough demand and people have got money, but they can't spend it. Well, this is just a budget about increasing the spending. And for the tradies out there, it's all about the infrastructure spending that's coming from the top. So the feds, for starters, have given all the states an extra couple of $2 billion to spend on new infrastructure projects, which means that is going to filter down to the tradie. There's going to be plenty of work to go around. And this is where your network becomes so important, because you want to get your hold on that sort of thing. You want to be able to tap into that sort of funding into those projects. So we expect that there will be a bit of a lull after Christmas as projects finish on the big infrastructure. But come March, April, May, there's going to be a big influx of new projects around Victoria. And that's probably the biggest influence that the budget's had in the last 3 months.
And that is great news. But I suppose on the flip side of that, Jimmy, maybe you got some advice. If I am a small to medium business, 1 to 3 employees, I'm probably thinking that I can't actually get access to that infrastructure spend. Have you got any tips on how you can get involved in those tender processes that can bring the cash as part of that large couple of $1 billion you talked about?
Well, it's all about changing your market setup, I suppose. The type of work that you may have been doing in the past may change in the future. And this is where smaller businesses, smaller employees could actually band together and actually work together on bigger projects together as these infrastructure projects come online. So I would be open to the idea of having your employees, your guys, subbies out to somebody else for a period of time through the middle of next year. And those opportunities would be great. I'm very, very confident that your hourly charge-out rates will be looked after. So what the advice around that is get involved, get creative, and see if you can team up with other people to band a bigger band of people to get together.